Recording going?
It's
Hello,
on. Go for it.
everybody, and welcome to Unleash the Facilitators. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is something that's been playing in my universe for a while now, and I got the sense that it was time to announce this, offer this, and so I did. And there've been a few questions, so I thought we'll do this call, and I'm here to answer any question that you may have about this. Um, is everybody familiar with the program that has been offered, or shall I start from there? Okay, maybe let me start from there. So what I'm offering is called Unleash the Facilitators. And very often it's something that I've seen where somebody loves to teach, somebody loves to facilitate, but there's that hesitancy in announcing the class because you're not sure about the content of the class, what to offer in the class, how to structure it, etc. And that could be the reason why you do not, announce the class or offer a class. Sometimes it is, I'm not too sure whether I'll have the, whether I will be able to do it, whether I'll have the time, stuff like that. Sometimes it's just simple hesitation in wanting to show up and you don't, and that's all it is. And so I thought that as far as content goes, that's something that's been my forte. It comes very naturally to me. I have been announcing all kinds of classes on all kinds of topics these last 6-7 years. I've been facilitating since 2013, and it's been really fun for me, and I love it. And creating content, especially which is very practical, exercises oriented content, like a workbook, is something that comes very naturally to me. And I've also had situations where people have actually um, kind of, what do I say? They have duplicated my programs without permission, though. And they've actually had a good time doing it. And they've really been successful with it. So I realized that it definitely works. So I said, why not do this officially and offer it to people who would like to choose consciousness and, uh, you know, uh, create programs which create a lot of change for other people. And we ourselves as facilitators have a lot of fun. And it's something that also is looked at by a lot of people as a additional revenue stream. You may have a job and you would like to add to your revenue streams. This is one wonderful way of doing that. Of course, the primary thing is that you need to be somebody who wants to facilitate, who likes contributing to other people's lives, who loves the idea of being able to contribute to change on our planet. I'm one of those people who loves to see people getting empowered financially, having shifts in their lives, becoming happier. Because personally, I'd like to live in a world where people are rich, happy, doing well. That's the kind of world I want to live in. And this is what I can do to contribute to that in terms of creating people who are doing well, people who are happy, people who love life, and are in turn, creating that change, that difference in other people's lives. I mean, it's such an amazing world to live in, and it's the world that we can create. So this is my very, very, very humble and tiny attempt to creating that change for many people uh, through everybody's, unique individual circles. And I believe that all of us have our own sphere, so to say, of influence where we connect with people, certain people, and, we affect them with the way we be. We contribute to them with what we have to offer, whether professionally or just on a personal note. So why not, create shifts, changes, uh, in those spheres of circles that we all of us have come here with. So that is my invitation through Unleash the Facilitators. So one, I will equip you with the content as to what you will teach. Does that mean that there's no flexibility? Yes, there is a lot of flexibility, because at the end of the day, you are a knowing being and you will follow your knowing, and you will want to tweak it a bit depending on your audience. But the content is something that you can take as is, or you can use it as your base and build upon it. So I'm with you every step of the way when you're offering that content. So content will be provided. Secondly, thank you, Aditi. Secondly, I will do a support call before we launch any of those programs, wherein we will go through the content ourselves, and we will bring out our questions about any of the exercises, any bit of the content, and we will kind of do it ourselves, and get to that place where we feel fabulous, confident of delivering that program to our respective spheres of the circle that we have, our friends, our acquaintances, friends, etc., etc., etc. And then after that, of course, have a lot of fun doing it. You can, once you've kind of done that call with me, you can facilitate that program as many times as you would like. There's no limit. All your life if you want, no problem. Just keep doing it as often as you want. So to begin with, I decided to start with 3 programs in a year. If we do very well, which I think we will, and we want to increase the frequency, we will. But at this point in time, I said, let's at least experiment with 3 to begin with. And you have a choice to go with, Aditi, I'll just come to that. You have a choice to sign up for 1 program, or you can sign up for all 3. We've made price points. I've offered price points differently. If you sign up for 1, it's different. If you sign up for 3, it's different. If you sign up before 29th Feb, it's different. If you sign up after 1st March, it's different. So there's something in it for everybody, depending on how you'd like to take it. Now, Aditi asked, is this live? Well, the call that we will do will be on Zoom. If you would like to also join in person, I'm happy to accommodate that as well. But I'm happy to do this on Zoom, where we go through the content. And then when you have to facilitate that class yourself, you have a choice. If you're, say, somebody who has a job and you don't have too much time and you don't like doing something live, then you can facilitate it as a WhatsApp class. If you prefer to do a live class, you're most welcome to do it as a live class. It's completely flexi. It has to suit you. It has to work for you. So whatever works. You may do some as WhatsApp classes, some as online Zoom classes, some you can do in person. That's completely your choice. You've got to be willing to see what works for you. The whole idea is it's got to be fun. It's got to contribute not only to your life, but it's got to contribute to many other people's lives. And you make money while you're at it. It becomes one of your multiple income streams. I love creating multiple income streams for myself, and I successfully have done, I've created about 8-9 streams for myself, and I'm always looking for creating more and more and more. So if this can contribute to you having an additional revenue stream besides the ones you already have, it'll be my good fortune to be able to contribute to it. Is this content access only? No, I'm not created it that way. It is content that can be used as a regular class without any access in it, if that's your audience. However, it can also be customized as an access class. So it's again becomes available. Thank you. It becomes available for a wide range of people to facilitate. Some love access And like for me, it's in my blood. I live, breathe access. I love the access tools. And yet, as a facilitator, I've seen that there are certain people who just prefer it to be absolutely downright straight, simple, and it can be kept like that. So I have successfully experimented it both ways, as a class with access clearing statements in it, or as somebody, or as absolutely no access clearing at all. And it's worked brilliantly well for both. And sometimes I have a mix of people. And if I see that some people would like a little bit of access clearing in it, with the rest of the group's permission, I introduce that to some extent. Or if I feel that that's not the platform, I just take it on a personal window and I just give them some clearings on a personal window and keep the group as completely non-access. So there's no one way of doing it. We can go about it in a way that will work for everybody. What would the topics be? Okay, so the topics, two topics I'm pretty clear about. One is Romance the Money. It's a program that I've done very successfully, and it's something that I would like to like everybody to take off with, because money is a very, very, very popular subject. Everybody, many people love it. They get drawn to it. It's something that kind of interests practically everyone. So money is what I would like to start off with. And the other one was creating joyous relationships. So the second class would be on relationship. And the third program, I have not at this point of time frozen on. I have some ideas in terms of something on the lines of self-worth, greatness of you. But if after two programs, everybody feels that we would like to repeat a different money class at a different level with more content or a different content, then we could repeat, not repeat in the sense the class, but we could bring in more content related to money or related to relationships, depending on how the first two go. Otherwise, the third one, if you want to completely go separate topic, then the third one is to do with the self-worth. So these were the three things that that popped up in my awareness, and yet I'm always open to follow the energy and see how it goes after we complete the first two programs. What format can we facilitate these programs on? How long can we use this content? Duration that content would be valid for? Would there be a module, presentation, or some tools? Okay, so the format in which we can facilitate, like I mentioned earlier, you can do it as a WhatsApp class, you can do it as a live in-person class, you can do it as online class. It's up to you to see how it works. Okay. In terms of how long can we use this content, you can use this content at this point in time. I've not put a time limit to it. At this point in time, I feel that you can, use it as long as you want. Would there be a module, presentation, or some tools? Yes, we will have a call officially where I will give you the entire module as a PDF, and we will do it. I'll back it up with that call where we'll discuss it, we'll talk about it, etc. Another thought that came my way is if it's a program that I am also offering along with y'all, if it's like brand new content and I'm also offering it along with y'all, you're most welcome to be part of the program itself, which I will facilitate. And then if you like, after that, if you wish to facilitate, you can do it that way too. Or you could just simply take off on your own. It's your choice. Anything on body or physical healing? I would love to do topics on body and physical healing, but somehow as I've been asking questions about it, I'm not too sure yet. It'll all depend on who all choose to sign up for this program, and depending on what is the word really? It's not skill set. Depending on what the energy of the facilitators are, what is everybody very gung-ho about? we'll take a call whether to put body in or self-worth in or what. That would be the third one. Like I said, I'm going to follow the energy. Can you include Ho'oponopono in the content? Sure, why not? As a facilitator, if you already are very conversant with Ho'oponopono, you are most welcome to combine it. If you would like tips from me how to combine Ho'oponopono, I'm happy to add that for you as and where we can add it to the best knowledge that I have of Ho'oponopono. I don't claim to be an expert or a master at it, but I've used it very successfully myself with my clients and in some of my classes, and I'm happy to contribute that to you as well. If we have a topic we want to facilitate on but unable to get started, will you be able to help structure and do the program, or is this fixed to topics you have chosen? So yes, I do have a consulting service available. It's like on a one-on-one where I can sit down with you and see what do you know and structure a program around the topic that you know. But that's kind of a separate, what do I say, like a session, and it's then has a separate pricing to it. I'm happy to share that with you one-on-one if you require it, because it'll all depend on what would be expected of me and what kind of program you'd like to develop and what kind of inputs would be required from my end. So it is something that we can talk about one-on-one basis. But yes, I'm very, very happy to contribute to you creating your content with your own favorite topic. Rohini, can you, Chauhan has said, could you elaborate on what kind of classes we are talking about here? We are talking about a couple of favorite subjects like money and relationship. Those are the first two that we will, that I have the content ready and available for. How would these classes be promoted? You will be promoting them yourself amongst your friend circles. I'm happy to contribute to you if you tag me yeah, if you tag me or give your posters to us to share. We are happy to spread the word forward. I'm not taking charge of marketing, promoting, selling for you, but I'm happy to put the word out for you. Will you give the creatives for promotion? Yes, we are happy to assist you with some creatives, but you may be more creative than me and you could contribute to it too. But yes, we will have some creatives in place, which you can then customize and put your own individual details if you would like to use those creatives. Definitely. I make them any which ways. I love creating my creatives, by the way. And now I also have some people on board on my team who make some fantastic creatives. So we are happy to contribute that to you as well. Will I be sharing on how to go about promoting? Yes, we can brainstorm and we can talk and we can all share our ideas because I definitely have some ideas that I have used, but others may have it too. So we can all contribute to each other. The idea is let's contribute to each other to grow, to prosper, and to enable other people to grow themselves. So empowerment is the buzzword for me. It's what keeps me going. It's what drives me. So yes, we will contribute to each other in terms of sharing ideas, how to promote, share what worked for me, and see what's fun for you. What durations of these would these classes be good to offer? Like short classes? What's your sense? I am definitely looking at it as short classes. They are wonderful ways to engage people who it's easy for them to do. Normally, what I do is a 3 to 5 days WhatsApp program or about like about a 2 hours, 2.5 hours class. That's it. And they will be fairly low ticket classes, so that that doesn't become like a big criteria. It works wonders. The thing is that it also contributes, because it's a low ticket entry and it's a short class. It gives a lot of people the what do I say? It gives a lot of people that place where they don't have a problem choosing the class because they like the topic already. However, they're not too sure whether they wish to commit for something very big, very long term, or a certain ticket price. And they're just very happy to jump in with a low ticket. And they get the sense of who you are as a facilitator, etc., etc. And it becomes a great platform for you to introduce yourself, your energies, the gift that you be to the people. And that in turn becomes an invitation for them to choose many other things that you have to offer. So sometimes it's also your entry. Okay, it's a place where you get introduced to people. uh, okay, I got it. So Tamanna is asking, will it be promoted as Romancing the Money with Smriti or the facilitator's name? So it would be created by Smriti Shivdasani, facilitated by Tamanna. And pricing, I prefer, what I mentioned was that pricing will be fixed so that none of us are uh, kind of competing on the price point. Everybody will offer it at the same price point. And that's how, yeah, that's how it will work. Everybody will offer it at the same price point. So tentative fee, all of them are not at the same price. They will be differently priced, but the price points are varying from 1,500 to 2,500. So does anybody have any other questions right now? Thank you, Rohini, for all your questions. All right. Does anybody have any questions at this point of time?
There was someone who had asked me about the royalty. Would you please speak on that as well?
All right. Okay. Oh yeah, here's a question. Okay. So the royalty is 10%. We do not expect you to give us your participant lists or their addresses or their phone numbers. They are your participants, uh, and all I expect is for you to just send in a 10% royalty as and when you facilitate whatever numbers you facilitate. There may be times when you will have gifted the class to a friend or a family member or a relative, and you don't need to pay royalty on that. But everywhere you have charged, please honor me by paying in that royalty on your own accord. We are not chasing it. We are not going to follow up on it. We are not going to police it. It's just a request. We would love to be honored. So there is a one-time fee which has been circulated. Nena, will you also post it on the chat, please? And
yes.
And that's that. And then whenever you facilitate, whatever you charge, send in a 10% royalty. Would I take a demo or an assessment? No, darling, I will not take a demo or an assessment. But if you feel that, hey, I'm a little unsure about something, I'm happy to contribute to you, even post the call. Not a problem. And thank you, Rohini. It's been my pleasure creating this because um, I felt that maybe if I was supported in a different way sooner, I would have probably done this long time ago. But I learned on my own, and I'm very grateful that I have also been to a lots and lots and lots of facilitator classes. And I have polished myself
Just
as a
speak slowly.
facilitator
Don't
over
take
this
it up to
period of time.
11, 12
And I
or whatever.
continue to polish
Hmm?
myself as a
Don't be
facilitator.
awake till 11,
And
12.
I just
No.
felt that this would be a great contribution to somebody who would like to take off but is hesitating or would like to add something to their repertoire. Many of you know many things about money. There's nothing that you don't know, but I'm just happy to contribute it to anybody who would like, ready content and just run with it. And if in case, just in case, there are the butterflies, there is that place where you're hesitating and yet you want to go for it, I'm happy to be a ghost facilitator on your group. But that means you would need to include me on the group when you started off. And I'm just happy to contribute to you as a ghost facilitator. Means I'm watching what's going on your group, and if I see that there's something that I can assist you with from behind in terms of your facilitating it forward on your group, I will just be there as a ghost facilitator, and I'll connect with you personally and say, hey, here are some suggestions for you to facilitate this forward if I see that there's some hiccup happening. But for that, it'll be important that you trust me and you let me in on your group for me to be that ghost facilitator with you. If that contributes to you to take off, I'm happy to do that as well for you. So there, Nana has put this up. So basically, if you say that, hey, I want to just test the waters and I want to start off with one class only for facilitating, then we have, it's at price at 11,800 if you sign up before by 29th Feb latest, or else 14,160 if you sign up 1st March onwards. If you sign up for all the three classes that we will put out this year, it is 28,320 if you sign up by the 29th. It's 35,400 if you sign up after 1st March onwards. And of course, there's a 10% royalty that will come in as and when you facilitate the class and you, book the income. Yes, Aditi, if you've been asking for this for a long time, you've created it. What else? Can I speak more about class promotion? So you will need to do the main amount of promotion yourself. We are not offering a marketing platform yet. That's something that I am looking at going forward in the future, in the coming year. But at this point in time, I'm not offering that because I do not have the expertise yet. So at this point in time, you will be doing your promotions yourself, and we are happy to contribute to you by spreading the word. Tag me, um, tag all of us, and we'll all help promote each other. Let's do this together. I I believe that all of us came here to prosper, and all of us can prosper. And there's plenty. We live in an abundant world, and that's the message of the money class that we will be first facilitating. That we live in an abundant world, and anything and everything that keeps us from believing that we live in an abundant world has got to go. It's time. We came here to have fun. We came here to prosper. We came here to change reality. And let's do it. Let's contribute to each other. This is not about competing with each other. This is about, hey, we want to go out. It's the same vision. We want to go out and enable a lot of people to be empowered financially and in every area of their life. And that's why we are here. That's what our capacity, our ability, our gift is. Let's unwrap ourselves. Let's become the gift that we came here to be. Let's be the gift that we are already. And my job is to contribute to you in unwrapping yourself and unleashing the gift that you are as a facilitator. Something has to be done by us also. Of course, you've got to do the facilitation. You've got to show up. You've got to step up.
No, I meant when Swati said that, are you going to be promoting it as well? So I was like, something has to be done by us. You're giving us the content, you're giving us all the material and the facilitation skills. So that is what I meant.
Well, at this moment in my own personal facilitation career, I know that I do have my vision and I do have my targets for myself. And one of the things in that is to create a marketing, selling, promoting platform. And at this point of time, I am right now studying with somebody from US, and I am educating myself about how this whole thing works. And so yeah, by next year, I should be in a different place, I guess, about this. That I'll offer you one more product, one more service. So if you're tingling to facilitate this, let's get going. So we will start in March. 3rd March is what I have as the date in my universe where I want to launch the first program, which is Romance the Money. We had about 64 people who did that program. Some of you were on it, I think. And I'm still getting wonderful feedbacks about how it's shifted their monetary reality. And I'm just so happy to see those shifts happening. And let's get started from there. So I'll tweak that program a bit to suit you all and take that forward. Thank you, Vindhya. I know it's been ages. Would love to have you over. Come sometime. And once we all kind of get together, so that would be a telecall. 3rd March, yeah, we can do, that will be a telecall. I'm not in Bombay at that time. But if you like, you are most welcome to join me in Khandala, where I will be facilitating that class from, that call from, and you can come and party with me there. You're most welcome. Sounds fun, right? Yeah. So join me if you like to go on this journey. And it's not my journey, it's not your journey, it's our journey together to create some fun on this planet and have fun ourselves. Any other questions? So I'm excited. I wonder what else is possible. What could we create from here? It's something that's here for you, for me, and where can we take it? So I'd love to have you join join us in this journey of change. And if there's anything else that comes to your mind later, any question, please just message it to me and I'll respond to you soonest. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And what else is possible now? I'll see you. And we're having a swap, by the way, on the 20th of February. So some of you are coming there. We can chat more there if you'd like. Some of you, if you would like to pay up, you can pay there as well. Nana will be there to assist you. So please be in touch with her and see you somewhere, sometime. Some of you for the ESP class as well. So I'm going to see you soon. Thank you so very much. So grateful for all of you to join. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Susie.